Hello guys, welcome to the automation upgrade. It's come live. Next update is going to be in 4 weeks time. So let's jump straight in and see exactly what they have decided to actually release fully. So let's just have a look here. New buildings for base automation including sensors, switches, logic gates and duplicant checkpoints. We've seen that already. Automation inputs for existing buildings and new automatable system shutoffs, 2 new ore processing buildings for metal refinement, revamp tech tree and new research for tiers, building and overlays, bug fixes and performances. Notable changes: automatic power switches have been replaced by automation sensors and can no longer directly control power. That's good. Oil and oil products will now properly freeze at low temperatures. Okay, so do you know what? I am actually I started playing around with this last time on the beta, and I did a load of work with it, and I just didn't enjoy playing it. So I'm going to start again. So what we'll do first is we'll choose our dupes. We'll get a decent base up together. I will go into debug mode just to have a look at what's there and show you guys exactly what's been actually released in this final release, and then we will crack on to create our own base again, because to be honest, what I enjoy doing. Right, okay, so I'm going to be my biggest thing that I look out for is immunity and learning. Although learning here, there's no skill there, but it doesn't say she can't. So Ada, you're in. Also, you're out. Immunity to squeamish. Okay, let's just see whether we can get a better selection here. Let's just do this slowly. Otherwise, I have a habit of flicking past an absolutely brilliant looking dupe. So bear with us for a moment. Okay, there we go. So can't do, the only thing you can't do is cook, but we've got pluses on everything. So let's see whether we can get a different one from Ruby. Okay, so we've got Ari here. Everything is positives, however they cannot do research, so that just means that skill up leveling is going to be a plus 10%. So if we look at Rowan, their skill up leveling is 20%, and Ada's, well, that's 0. So that's a bit of a shame that Ari cannot learn via research, because that's the fastest way to actually build up skills. So that's a shame. Everything else, vomiter, bingy to ugly crier, that's no issues. I think this guy here is going to have the biggest problem with decor expectations, and also food quality between these two, so I'm not worried too much about that. Let's have a look. Big Ben, the lucky system, unstoppable rat's nest. Actually, do you know what? I quite like the sound of that one. Unstoppable rat's nest. We'll go for it. Alright, so we will quickly pause, just so that, there we go, just so that we can, basically, oops, there we go. No, actually it's not what I want. I want, F4, is it? There we go, Shift F4 is what I wanted. So let's just have a quick scan. We've got, we've seen the fireman's pole, the plastic ladders, plastic tiles, etc. Yep, that's all fine. Nothing new there. Got some new art, I think, there on that conductive wire bridge from the last time I saw that. What else we got? We got this aerial creature lure. Attracts airborne creatures of a single type with the correct bait. That'll be interesting to see how that works. Releases trapped creatures back into the world, can be used multiple times. Okay, I'm really interested to see what that is like. We've got some new art on our mini pumps and our liquid shut-off valves. That's looking good. Again, on the shut-off valve, we've got some new artwork and the mini gas pump. The temperature, the temporary shift plate. That has definitely changed on the artwork side of things, so that's interesting. So we've got a rock granulator, so hopefully that will work properly this time instead of just giving us free. product constantly, and the metal refinery. Nothing new here, nothing new there. We've got the new exosuit forge, which is a new artwork, and then obviously our new technologies there. So that's nothing new there much. Let's turn off this the cheats. I'm going to just open this up because I have a feeling that there might be a new creature, and I want to have a look. Okay, so I've just had a quick scan around to see whether there's any new creatures, and I couldn't see a single one, which is a shame. Right, so we've got a load of carbon dioxide here, so let's just open that up. And then get on working with that, and we'll open this side up as well, to give us plenty of oxygen in the area. We'll speed it all up as well. We're going to have a bit of stress to start with, yes, I know. I'm going to go with a similar design to what I've used previously because I feel it works very well. I quite like the whole style of fleeing. Oh, running away from poor little hatch. Okay, yeah. So it kind of always worked quite well previously with the my previous bases, so we'll carry on with that sort of style. As we are already working our way across here, I think I'm going to just open up this lot, and we'll get rid of all that as well. I'm just thinking that as I've got clean water this side, the last thing I want is to put any dirty water near it, because I do not want to have any problems. So that's the idea anyway. We're going to pop in some tiles. So have we got? We've just got sandstone. So we'll just put in sandstone there. We're going to go 4, 8, 10. Don't you dare get... Oh, that was close. I thought they were going to get themselves stuck again. 4, 10. Okay, that's fine. And we'll put in some ladders just like so. And then we can just open up this bottom section as well, just so that it actually allows oxygen to work their way through. And we'll take that out as well to there. That's fine. So we're going to need the toilet soon, and I'm going to need to open up this section here, I think. So let's put in, let's put in a new floor here. And let's do that, cancel that one. And let's get our toilet in place. Plumbing, that's where I always should go, is there. And then we should have a washroom, so we're going to have another toilet there and 2 washrooms. So that will open that up. We've got water here and there, so I will put in our pitcher pump. There, will do. I'll deal with everything else a bit later, that's not a problem. But we will prioritize. Now they've taken out the emergency, you know, the red alert. So if you press 9, that now becomes your red alert. Come on, out of the way. Perfect. So they didn't go to the blue on us, which is the main thing. Let's get that to 8 as well. So after they've dealt with those little things, they will go and sort themselves out. And we'll get... Oh, didn't realise Ada was narcoleptic. Oh well. Can't know everything. Right, now I believe one of the patches to the game is that it does actually stop hatches jumping through the actual pitcher pump levels, which is hopefully going to make a massive difference. So we want these to go left and left again, and we can dig out a little bit more. So let's just take out what we can here and dig out here as well. I will also put in some ladder, and we can start getting our next level up. Oops, that wasn't very clever, was it? So 3, 4, 5. So that's the level I want. Sticking with the current theme that I've used all the way along in my games is to have things 5 high, so that I've got room to put, say here I've got picture, I can put pictures up here without any problems. We can put a room here, which will then allow the dupes to get less stress while going to the loo. Never a bad thing. Get in there and get that done. Alright, so they can build all that. Oh, hang on. Seriously, you're on that spot there and you got forced up. Why does that not surprise me? Cool. Right, so everything's flying along here. Too idle. Why are we idle? Oh, there's jobs there. Right, okay. So we'll get this slot opened up and to there and to there, because that will be the next level where we put the tile for the floor. So that will be what we're looking at next. So we'll put a ladder down a little bit further. Same there. Alright, so we should now, oops, we've got our toilets blocked, which is never a good thing. And whoa, how many hatches we got? We've got 4 here. Right, so this will be interesting if any hatch tries to jump across here. I will not be impressed if they do, because that is supposed to have been sorted out. But you know what, we'll deal with that when that happens. Alright, I'm going to let these guys fly on through this job, and we will we'll see in a moment. Okay, so we've been playing for about an hour now, just to get to this sort of stage. We're just kind of looking to get somewhere for our polluted water, because we've got this clean water over here. So I want to try and create some sort of clean reservoir on this side, but I also want to put some polluted water over here somewhere. Now we've got a bit of polluted water here, but we have got slime lung in this vicinity, and also if we look at the temperature, I thought that might be a warm bio. So I kind of want to break into that to put the polluted water into that area, because if it heats up it will kill off the germs at a certain point, and we can then use that to basically you put a tepidizer in there at a later date, and it should theoretically reduce the amount of temperature we need to put into it to kill off all the germs before filtering it. So okay, so we've got ourselves 6 dupes as well, so that we've got plenty of going on. If we look at the actual jobs, we can see that Ren came in with a learning of 8, so he was immediately removed from the research function, whereas the others are slowly working their way up to, I want them to be at least level 5, so they'll actually learn other skills 50% faster than just a normal dupe. So that's the idea with that. We're still trying to work these hatches to get over into this side, so we can put a door in here, and then we'll eventually be able to build up in between, and then not worry about them for a while, just so that we've got somewhere to deal with the polluted dirt. So once we've hatched them in here, we don't need to have that having any sandstone in there as additional bait. So that's the idea for that. We've been very busy on our research, so if we just look at our research to start with, we've researched all the first levels of everything, and we're going straight for sanitation. I think that at this point in the game I want to be able to have the ability to deodorize the oxygen in the area, and also want to open up the options for plumbing, because I'd like to build everything again so we've got showers and toilets together, so we can actually start creating personalized rooms for our dupes, which will then help improve their stress. And then if we get a loud sleeper, we don't need to worry too much about it. So that's the kind of plan for the short term. It's just to keep working on that and getting things going. We're sweeping up as we go along, because we have a few dupes that do get stressed by poor decor, and we are really poor decor throughout at the moment, so it doesn't look good at all. So by keeping everything swept up, it does actually reduce the stress associated to those dupes working in any area. So that's the idea for that. We will look at putting in some researching. We've already researched down here, so we're going to be looking at the artistic expressions next, so that we can actually start reducing stress levels throughout the base, no matter where they are. Because if you go on to there, if you look at this is minus 14%, and if we look at our dupes and we want the actual, let's just open this up so that it drops. There we go. We want all that polluted dirt eaten. If we look at individual dupes, so -5 for Ada, 5 for Rowan, so Rowan's getting stressed associated to the decor. So's Ari, Ren is, Niles is a 0, and Turner is a 10. So we are going to be creating stress associated to poor decor, so that's kind of a priority for us at this moment in time. Let's just sweep up this lot. I don't like anything on the floor where our hatches are. Yeah, so that's kind of what the plan is at the moment. Let's just put that back in. Actually, no, I'll leave it as 6, otherwise they'll start taking stuff from other sides. And we've got a funny graphic again. I had one a while ago in a previous game. So yeah, that's quite interesting. So I think we'll leave it there for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, that's Murphy out.